Alright, this is going to be a quick one. G'day guys, how's it going? My name is CJ, and the Note 9 has been announced, and well, it always then begs the question, should you buy one? On the surface, it seems like a no-brainer, and to many, this is the ultimate dream phone. It's got a Snapdragon 845, or the Exynos alternative, massive 4000 mAh battery, dual cameras with a variable aperture, massive and beautiful 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display, expandable storage, IP68 water resistance, S Pen with Bluetooth, the list goes on and on and on. No compromise in features. So to everyone, it should be a go, right? Well, not so fast. The overall experience of living with a phone is impacted not only by the hardware, but also the total value you get from the device in terms of user experience. And when you talk about value, the Note 9 has a lot of good answers, but then it also comes with some pretty serious ones too. What does the Note 9 have that competing devices or even similar devices don't? Aside from the S Pen, there really isn't anything that groundbreaking. AI-assisted dual cameras, large battery capacities, 6 to 8 gigs of onboard RAM, great industrial design. All of these features aren't exactly unique, and some may argue that other manufacturers actually fulfill certain jobs better. In actual fact, some may even argue that certain manufacturers almost match these features feature for feature and in a much more affordable package. I'm talking about products like the OnePlus 6. Though that argument has one caveat in that certain phones, like the OnePlus 6, have issues with availability, since it still isn't available to Aussies like me. And Huawei phones aren't openly available to people in the US. But going back to the price, the Galaxy Note 9 was never going to be cheap. The Note 9 never has been. But the price even of the base 128GB model will make more than a few people look again. There's no way around it. It cost $1,000 US, and unbelievably, us Australians are also slugged with a $1,500 price tag. Jesus Christ. And upwards of 1,800 Australian dollars for the 512GB version with 8 gigs of RAM. That's almost iPhone 10 territory, and I'd slam the hell out of that phone for that price. Because in the end, we're talking about value. Now, for the majority of the people, spending that amount of money is ludicrous, but it's the world we live in, and many people are still happily walking around with iPhone 10s. Now, looking purely at features and the specs on paper, it does seem understandable, but that is until you realize that pound for pound, the Note 9 actually doesn't seem so different to its older brethren, the S9 Plus. And for the same price, you can get slightly more storage at 256GB rather than 128. Sure, it doesn't have an S Pen, and it has a 15% smaller battery at 3500 mAh, but inside, it's still pretty much the same phone. It's got the same processor, RAM, cameras, an equally beautiful screen, and pretty similar build quality. So is it a fair comparison? Maybe, maybe not, but you have to agree it's hard to argue with. Especially seeing as how you could probably find S9s going for much cheaper these days as well, far below the $1,000 mark. Couple that with the fact that this phone still rocks Android Oreo, and probably will do for a little while when the world is now getting acquainted with Android Pie, makes it tough to swallow. Now of course, people thinking of buying are they're already fans of the Note 8 and find some value in the package a Note phone brings. But for the consumer that isn't particularly tied in with the S Pen or the whole Note ecosystem or the form factor, it's worth taking a second longer to think. Is the Note 9 really worth the upgrade with a slightly bigger battery and a more functional S Pen? For some, maybe. But so far, it's not looking like particularly good value. In any case, I'll have to get my hands on it for a while and make a more solid recommendation afterwards. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Note 9 is good value? Are you going to pick one up? I'll be getting my hands on it, and if there are anything that you want me to have a look at, again, let me know in the comment section below, or follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy what you saw, give us a like, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Say good day to your mum for me. Cheers.